Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from August 15th to September 15th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Aries, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Aries, from August 15th to September 15th is the Judgment. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords upright. Okay? So Aries, for you, your biggest challenge for the next 30 days from the 15th to the 15th of September, depending on when you watch this, is the Judgment. I feel like the Judgment for you has a lot to do with a major realization that you're going through, okay? Especially with, the North Node moving into your sign, whether you're a sun, moon, or rising, and the South Node in your 7th house, okay? So this could be connected to some sort of realization that you're going through. This realization is bigger than you, okay? It's bigger than maybe what you've thought about your life, in the past. There's something that you're awakening to, that you're realizing, and it's been very challenging for you because maybe what you're realizing now is that something major is changing, something different is happening in your life. Maybe the way you think about certain things, or the way you process things, or the way you do things, something here is changing, okay, in your mind, in your existence. And we're going to find more about the Judgment. Now, of course, the Judgment can also represent being judged or judging, and that may be very challenging for you as well here. We're going to find out more when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Two of Swords, and you have the Nine of Cups. So in the recent past, I do get a strong sense here that you may have been very closed off to moving into some sort of new direction. There was a new direction, or there was talks about moving into a new direction. And even though this situation in the past, Aries, looked like it could bring a lot of satisfaction to you, a lot of fulfillment, some of you were even wishing to move into this new direction. Either there was a blockage, or there was something stopping you from moving into this new direction, or there was fear associated with moving into this new direction. If this isn't you, it could be somebody that you were dealing with in the past that made you feel like they didn't want you, or you may have felt rejected, or you may have felt like something here that you wanted to start or you wanted to do, you may have felt blocked in some way, shape, or form. And we're going to talk about this, and we're going to see why this was showing up for you and what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ten of Wands, you have the Lovers, and the Magician. So in the present moment, I do get a sense here, Aries, that you are manifesting something, okay? You have the Magician, you're manifesting, you're creating something here. And of course, one of the things that you may or may not be aware of is that the North Node astrologically in Western astrology is going to be transiting your sun, moon, or rising, which means this year for the next 1.7 months, is going to be a very, very big turning point for you, especially in your love life, because for many of you, the South Node, if you're a rising Aries, well, the South Node is going to be in your 7th house. And the 7th house right now, its ruler, Venus, is retrograding in Leo. So there's something here that's happening for you. And I do get a sense here, something's been extremely difficult for you, especially in the present moment, but it looks like that's changing. And we're going to talk more about that for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, the Empress, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's a huge change that's coming in for you over the next, even though this is a reading for the next month, I feel over the next 10 months, your life is going to change. There's something about 10 months here, and you can comment and let me know, but something here is going to change for you. And I do strongly feel that this is connected to your financial situation. Why? Because the Ten of Pentacles is here in the near future. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about, abundance. It's about generational wealth. This could be an inheritance that you're going to receive. And because Jupiter is in your 2nd house in Taurus, and Uranus is in your second house, there's a likelihood that there could be a windfall of money. There could be a huge opportunity when it comes to your financial situation. This is big, okay? And with the Eight of Cups here, some of you eventually are going to walk away from a job that doesn't satisfy you. It doesn't help you grow. It doesn't show you how to be better. There's something here that you're walking away from. Again, it could be an environment, a job, a family situation, a relationship, a marriage. There's something here that is not satisfying you anymore. A lot of you want to be entrepreneurs, or you want to create your own business. You want to create some form of success for yourself. And, you know, the Empress is ruled by Taurus. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and she is debilitated right now, at least until the 3rd of September. So there's something that you eventually realize by mid-September that, you know, if I really want to pursue this, I really have to put my all into it. And that's what I'm seeing happening for you in the near future. Of course, we're going to get details and more information on that for you in a moment. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a very tricky card because often it talks about deception, lies, stealing, cheating, not being honest. Some of you may have encountered a situation where you felt like someone was taking advantage of you. You felt like someone here betrayed you, or you may encounter that, okay? Now, if this has already happened, because I think for majority of you, this has already happened, what's underneath the Seven of Swords is the Justice, which is good news for you. Something that's been really stagnant. A lot of you had an experience where, and if this hasn't happened already, it's okay. It may be something that you need to go through. Don't worry about it. The point is that you're learning and you're growing from this, okay? The key always is learning and growing, you know, not being in fear and being sad and angry, but learning is the key. So one of the things that I see for you in terms of what you don't see coming is something is going to be set right. By September 15th, something is going to be set right. Something involving dishonesty, lies, deception, being taken advantage of. If there's a court case, you know, there's a possibility that it's going to be set right for you. And this is why Venus is retrograding right now. Your ruler of the 7th house is retrograding, and your ruler also of the 2nd house, because Venus is also ruled, is connected to Taurus. So Taurus and Libra play a huge role for you until the 3rd of September. So, you know, changes in your finances, things being corrected and finally coming back into balance is what Spirit is telling me, especially after a very long period of stagnation with the Hangman here underneath the Justice. So something here is going to be set right. And that's what you don't see coming, okay? So let's get into your reading, Aries, and let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Judgment, which is your challenge, is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Five of Cups. Your biggest challenge, Aries, from now until mid-September is a relationship, a commitment that you're involved in. Now, when I talk about relationships, I don't always talk about romantic ones because not everybody's situation is romantic. Some people are involved in business partnerships, family relationships, acquaintances, co-workers. So whatever it is that you're committing yourself to, it could be also a job that you're committing to. You are questioning the stability of this job. You are questioning the stability of this home life situation. Maybe you're living somewhere and you're questioning, you know, is this really for me? Is this something where I see myself long-term in this situation? Because you are committing yourself to something, or you have committed yourself to something. However, there's been some sort of uncertainty here, okay? I'm seeing 1033 on the clock. You can check out 1033 online to see what angel number resonates with you. Maybe there's some important message there for you that you need to know. So the Five of Cups here is a disappointment. It is essentially saying, I'm disappointed that you lied, or I'm disappointed that this didn't work out, or I'm disappointed that you allowed a third person to come in and ruin our relationship or ruin our marriage. But either way, there's something that's taking place in your life between now and the 15th of September that's helping you to realize and see a situation you're involved in from a different perspective. And again, it's very much connected to something that you've been committed to for a very long time. So whatever it is that you're committing yourself to, you're questioning it now with the Judgment here. Okay. And this is all happening because, like I said, Venus is retrograde in your 7th house and your 2nd house. So you're questioning your home life, you're questioning, and again, this could be different for you depending on where Aries is in your chart. So your biggest challenge here is not so much to look at what didn't work out or what has failed or what has not been supported up until this point, but rather look at how you can shift your focus to what will benefit you. If that means, realizing that you need to move, or realizing that maybe you need to change the way things are, the dynamic, of your relationship, that may be something that you need to change. So this is going to be a big part of your challenge because a lot of you are going to see things, especially during Venus retrograde, where you may say, well, why did that happen? Or, I feel sorry for myself. There's something here about feeling sorry for yourself or feeling like you're powerless, and you're not. Because like I said, Jupiter has just crossed over, okay? In Vedic, actually, I think Jupiter is in your sign now. So technically, Jupiter is technically in your sign right now. So there's a lot of luck and there's a lot of abundance. And instead of getting down on yourself because of something here that didn't work out, or, it wasn't successful for you, or you feel powerless, this is about you shifting your focus. And once you shift your focus and you come to this realization, which is an epiphany, the Judgment is an epiphany, you're coming to some sort of realization that change is required. Even though you've committed yourself to something here for a very long time, it may not be working for you anymore. However, it doesn't mean that there isn't a better or bigger opportunity, and there is, but it's a matter of you looking at things from a different perspective instead of being so fixated on one thing. And that's going to be a big part of your challenge, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. Why was this blocked energy here in the past? What happened? So the Two of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords and you have the Knight of Swords. So in the recent past, someone, and I feel like you were dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or this person can have a very strong energies in maybe Libra or a stellium in an air sign. There was this pressure here in the past. It was like, act now, do this now, do this now. And I feel somebody here was really insecure in the past. I don't think that this was you. I think that you were dealing with somebody here who expected a lot from you. They wanted a lot from you. Somebody here at one point was all gung-ho to move forward with you. It's like, okay, let's do this. But then at the same time, they started to pull their energy back. They started to shut down. They started to close off from you. And it almost felt, Aries, like you were going on this path in the past alone by yourself. There was definitely a new beginning. There was definitely a new direction that you wanted to take, one that was going to lead to tons and tons of happiness and fulfillment for you. But there was this constant, okay, let's do this, let's not do this, let's do this. And there was a lot of this uncertainty here in the past. Tell me more about the Page of Wands in the recent past for Aries. The Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Empress, yes. So somebody here was making an offer to you in the recent past. However, I feel like the offer that was being made to you, Aries, in the recent past was not to your standard. And even though this could have been a collaboration, this could have been working with someone here, a lot of you, what I'm intuitively getting is a lot of you chose to go and do this on your own. You chose to do something on your own. Even though someone was making an offer to you, you could have said to yourself, you know what? I'm just going to do it myself, because if I do it myself, I'm going to be able to have the type of control over the situation that I want to have. And that may have been a very strong wish fulfillment for you, because a lot of you didn't want to be in a situation where you felt controlled by another person because of their emotions, or because of, the fact that today they don't feel like doing it. And you were affected in the past by this person, okay, or this circumstance that you were in. But either way, a lot of you chose to move into a new direction. Some of you in the past moved on a new direction. And while you're on this new path, you may have met people that were more like you or more similar to you in some way, shape, or form. So the lesson that you learned here in the past, Aries, was you know, it's okay for me to walk alone. It's okay for me to do things on my own because I'm probably going to get to where I need to on my own without having to wait for other people. And that's why a lot of you ended up having a wish fulfillment, because you see this person, you know, in this card, they are the Nine of Cups. They are alone. They're not with anybody, right? So a lot of you learned how to be independent and do things on your own in the past, and it looks like it was really successful for you. Yeah, look at that. Underneath the cards, the clarification deck, you have the Six of Wands. A lot of you started to move into a new direction, realizing that's the only way I'm going to be recognized, by doing things on my own. Now, in the present moment, there's a very strong energy here of a love connection, okay? So either you are attracting love into your life or you're currently in a relationship. Now, a lot of you are manifesting this. So if you're single right now, you're manifesting love. You may be saying to yourself, you know, I really don't want to be alone. I want to have, you know, love. I want to be supported. I want to support someone else. I want to feel like I have a reason to live. And that's why we love, right? Because we love, and that's what we do. And it's hard to explain why we do that, but we do that, and you're manifesting that. Now, one of the things that I can tell you is something here has been really difficult for you. And, you know, it's really been weighing on you for quite some time. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands for Aries in the present moment. Okay, so you have the Strength, you have the Five of Wands, and the Chariot. Two of Pentacles at the bottom. Some argument, some difficulty that you've been facing. One of the things that I see for you, okay, and you may only be realizing this now, there's signs and synchronicities. This is why your challenge is a judgment, because as you start to see these signs and synchronicities coming in, you're ignoring them. Okay, you're ignoring something here, especially in the present moment. Everything is being presented to you and it's showing you, Aries, this isn't for you. Aries, this isn't for you. And you're saying, whatever. And you keep doing it. Okay. This is the problem right now in the present moment. This is what's creating the conflict, the disagreements, the misunderstandings. Okay. So what Spirit is trying to tell you in the present moment is, if something's difficult and something is hard and you keep receiving this resistance, why aren't you listening? This is what you're learning, right? You're learning to listen to the signs and the synchronicities that are being presented to you, because a lot of you think it's hocus pocus. A lot of you think, seeing angel numbers, whatever, that's a coincidence. I keep seeing 333 on the clock, or I keep seeing 111, or I keep seeing 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 or whatever, right? So you're seeing these signs and synchronicities, and it's almost like there's a sense of resistance, okay? And this is what the Strength and the Five of Wands is. The Strength and Five of Wands is resisting change. It's resisting seeing something for what it is. It's almost like walking into a wall, knowing the wall is there, but thinking, oh, well, if I keep walking into this wall, a door is going to appear. And the reality is that's not true. The reality is that that's not true. So a lot of you are being called to move on from a conflict, or move on from a situation in your life that's resistant, that is not facilitating your growth, okay? So this is about you recognizing, okay, is this not facilitating my growth? What do I need to do to change this, to make it better? And this is what's happening actually currently, because we're in Leo season. There's the strength to confirm that. So one of the messages for you here in the present moment is, if something has been really difficult, it's been very difficult because you're ignoring the signs that it's time for you to move on from this situation. Now, when you decide to move on, which is something I see you doing in the near future, because you do have the Eight of Cups, and we're going to talk more about that when we get there, you're going to realize that something here is not worth your time. It's not worth your energy anymore. And now it's time for you to move into a new direction. I do feel like a soulmate is going to come into your life. Like someone's going to come into your life and they're going to say, look, I love you. I really care about you. I think it's time for us to move into this new direction, because something here is creating issues and you're tired of it. It's been a burden for you, and you're saying to yourself, and I'm getting goosebumps all over my body, there is an energy here of, I love you. I want to manifest our lives together. This is like, you know what I'm getting? Like the two soulmates that, they come together and they're like, do. Okay, let's go together. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like it's you and your person against the world kind of thing, right? Let's clarify the Lovers. Tell me more about this connection for Aries in the present moment. Okay, so the Lovers is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Look at this. Whoever you're dealing with, some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I'm getting a Gemini here. And Aquarius is also strong too. This person loves you. Whoever it is that this person is in the present moment, they love you, but they want some sort of clarity from you on whether or not you're ready to move into this new direction with them. They want clarity on whether or not you're ready to leave the drama behind, because there's something that's creating drama in your life. And again, there's a strong manifestation here of, I'm the magician. I can create what it is that I want. I can create the life that I want. So a lot of you are questioning this. You know, it's been in your mind for quite some time, because this is a big change. If you do decide to make this change, it's a big change. It's one that, you know, for many of you, you've been thinking about for quite some time. Okay, the Hermit and the World. You've been thinking about this for quite some time. And I picked this up before I even pulled the cards out. So for many of you with the World, there's a strong energy here of something closing out for you in August. You're manifesting this, and it is a part of your destiny. And this is something that I've been seeing for many of the signs recently with Venus retrograding, is the Wheel of Fortune is here. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about our destiny. It's about the changes that happen in our life that are outside of our control, that are part of our life, part of our journey. And this is why I said all the signs and synchronicities are there, but you keep ignoring it. I was getting this for Cancer as well too. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So there's a shift, major shift here that's happening. You keep resisting, you keep ignoring, you keep pretending like it's not an issue. It's like, you know, I don't know if a rock needs to fall from the sky, hit you on the head for you to realize, but this is the reality. This is what I'm seeing in the cards, and this is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? So someone here really loves you, and they want you to take that leap of faith to close something out so that you both can live your lives and move on, okay? Now, in the near future, there's a huge opportunity for you. It is so big that hopefully you get the message here today that, you know, in the future, you can take advantage of this opportunity. You have the Eight of Cups, which is indicating to me that in the near future, you are going to disconnect and walk away from something. You see the full moon here. The full moon is representing fullness. It's representing full emotions, full intuition, full instincts are at play here in the near future for you. And you are choosing, Aries, to walk away from something and disconnect from it. And this is a common theme that I'm seeing for a lot of the signs. You're walking away and disconnecting from something. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups for Aries in the near future. You have the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Wow. You know what I'm hearing in the near future for you? Enough is enough. I'm done. I'm tired. The new direction that you were supposed to go into in the recent past, a lot of you didn't do it because you were alone. And even though you're an Aries, and you may be watching this and saying, I'm an Aries, I can do everything on my own. I don't need people. You know, I'm Aries. I'm ruled by Mars. You know, I can do but the truth is, a lot of you want to move into a new direction, possibly with someone, to feel that support, to feel like, you know, you're a part of something. For many of you, when you decide to walk away from whatever it is that you're walking away from this situation, okay, to move towards something more successful. This is very much connected to your career. It is very much connected to you realizing and recognizing that you have the power to put whatever this burden is, whatever this drama is, whatever this difficulties are that you've been facing, you're going to push it aside and you're going to say no more. I'm tired of being stagnant. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of feeling like I really want to achieve something great, but, you know, I want to maybe go on a separate path on my own way. And I think a lot of you started doing that in the recent past, but then, you know, you may have thought to yourself, oh, things are going to change over time. Something here is changing in the near future because you're choosing to change it. It's not because somebody else is controlling you to do that. This is about cooperating rather than controlling. And when you start to focus on the things that you love, because there's something here that you love doing, you're really passionate about it, you like creating, you like manifesting this. A lot of you are creating something with your hands, or you're doing something very creative that is connected to Venus, and Venus is the creator. She is the creator. She's the mother. So whatever this thing is that you're doing, it's going to lead to tons of success. It's going to take time though. It's not something that you just hop to do right away. But I see over the next 10 months, there's something here about the next 10 months for you, Aries, that some major change is going to come in. It's connected to your finances, and it's connected to you creating something here. Tell me more about the 10 of Pentacles, the Tower, the Devil, and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're separating from something. You're disconnecting from something here that is not supporting you anymore. So something here that's been really toxic, you're going to be very happy because it's crumbling now. Whatever's toxic, whatever's not supporting life, whatever's not supporting growth, whatever's not supporting your success, whatever's not supporting your new direction, it's going to just naturally fall away. Okay. And you're going to start to feel this because as we move into the next few days, which is going to be, the next few days are going to be, new moon in Leo, which is going to affect your sun, moon, or rising. You're going to feel this push that, you know what, it's time for me to start planning something here. Okay. So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? What is the advice? You have the 8 of Pentacles, the Star, and you have the World. Look at that again. The 6 of Wands keeps popping up at the bottom of your deck. So this is definitely in relation to your career and your work. So for many of you, there is a very strong energy here of in the future, you're going to work on something that is going to allow you to finally travel the world. It's going to finally allow you to be free. There's something here that's closing out for you that's finally going to allow you to work to achieve the things that you want to. So your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize what cycles are ending in your life. There's big major cycles that are coming to an end, and new cycles are starting with the World here. And it is connected to your job, your career. Some of you are working in industries that help other people heal, that help people realize their future possibilities. And something here in your life is going to end or close out, which is going to allow you to finally pour your energy into this endeavor that is going to finally help you to create what you've always wanted to create. So the advice here for you, Aries, is do not be afraid when something comes to an end. Do not force a situation that you know that needs to come to an end, because when you do that, you miss the real opportunities that are available to you, which are actually connected to your finances, which are actually connected to your well-being and your success. The more you ignore the signs and synchronicities of cycles ending, the slower it is for you to realize your full potential and to start some sort of new cycle, okay? And that's your biggest piece of advice, Aries. I hope you got something from this reading. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.